is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit it makes sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'll never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Go for the moon. Go for the moon.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked, could I spare some change for gas? I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yeah, what a concept. Could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I'll hit the ground running. Did it make sense not to live for fun? Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know, don't go. No, you'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold.
You've got it locked and loaded to the Sunday, June 7th edition of the Press Box, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Naughty in the company right up until 1 p.m. I'll be joined shortly by Earl the Pearl and Stat BZW in the building. But of course, it is the Press Box, and I have to pick up the sponsors each and every time. Couldn't do it without them. The Press Box brought to you by The Island Game. You know the friends you trust, and The Island Game always reminds you to play responsibly. Check out their brand new website. Simply log on to theislandgame.com. Check out all the ways to play, all the ways to win, all the new features. All right, and like I said, The Island Game always reminds you to play responsibly. Also being brought to you by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits. KFC Nassau, make them part of your pregame, your halftime, and your postgame. And don't forget, it's all about the bevy of chicken sandwiches out there at your favorite KFC Nassau location. If you want a chicken sandwich done correct, get it from somebody who does chicken. Don't need to get it anywhere else. Get it from the Colonel. And try that new chicky onion. That is off the chain. And of course, then they got the buckets going on for you as well with all the sides. And the desserts, be sure to check them out. KFC Nassau, from their kitchen to you, as it's always finger licking good. Also being brought to you by Green Parrot and Margaritaville PI. If you want to take in all the action all the time, all the games, and the World Cup is coming up, be sure to check out Green Parrot. Great menus, great beer specials all the time. And of course, Harborside Marine. Listen, if there's anything nautical that you need for your boat, inside your boat, outside your boat, underneath your boat, to get into the water, get out of the water, they got you covered. Yeah, man. They got on all your fishing tackle as well, and your rods and your reels and your lines, and they service all what they sell. They do the installations as well as all the outboard engines. And don't forget, they got a wide selection on scooters as well. All right, be sure to check them out today. All right, so now with that being said, big up to all the sponsors. I know we got Pearly and Statboy in the building. What's going on, fellas?
All right. I'm right here, my brother, right here.
Good to see you there, Pearly. Well, I guess we're waiting on Statboy. So when he joins in, he might have had a late night. He might be on IR today, Sometimes,
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You know the rookies. You know the rookies, man. Come on, Pearly. We've been there.
Yeah, I know how to go.
But nonetheless, we do have a lot to talk about. Let's jump on in, right off the top, get that out of the way. And then, we can get into some more international things because obviously a lot of things are popping up. A lot of things coming up is going to get to a busy time in sports. We got the World Cup coming up. We got, huh?
I say, oh yeah.
So we'll talk baseball, we'll talk World Cup, we'll get into the NBA, and we'll talk NFL. But before we do that, like I said, we got to go local, and we got to check out the local sports scene. So let's jump on in. Here's we're blazing up the page of the National Guardian News and Views. It matters since 1844. Yeah, sports, newly created organization to host first show. All right, story by Tanaj Sweden. And good to know the newly established Bahamas Athletic Physique Alliance, the BAPA sports organization, is making preparations to host its first show, the Bahamas Elite Physique Championship, slated for August 15th at the University of the Bahamas. The event is set to feature a number of Bahamian bodybuilders and fitness athletes competing in different classes. Joel Stubbs, president of the BAPA, spoke about the expect the for the show's organization and for the first show. Says they're actively preparing for our upcoming event in August, and where expectations are very high. We're committed to delivering a show production that bodybuilding and fitness community will remember. So we'll make sure to get Joel on there. Probably we got to chop it up with Joel and give them some shine there. With this
we should get him on the show. I know Joel very well. He's been a bodybuilder for many years. He was voted best back in the world at one time.
Yeah, man, and I know Joel too. He's a good dude, but that's certain dudes were just too big to be around. When you be around him, this is a bit touchy, he might break you, and he don't mean to. That kind of thing.
Yeah. I try to figure, he's a pilot. I try to figure out how he's getting that cockpit.
How he can fit in any cockpit? He's flying cargo cruiser, but he's a pilot on boating.
No,
he's
Bahamas. He's one of Bahamas' top pilots.
I know, Burley. I know.
He's good. I just try to figure out how he's getting there for real, though.
All right.
Is the under 14 baseball championships over here?
That's still going on. I'm waiting to get some results from Teron Rogers right now. He told me to get me some updated ones by the time we got to airtime. So I'm going to hit him on the break and see what's going on. But I know it was well attended, and Team Bahamas was doing very well. I think they won their first game 12-1 or 12-4.
12-0, eh?
12-0. Bahamian Lennox Lockhart finished 14th in the Mini GR3 final at the 2026 ACI Italian Championships Round 2 in Monroe Le Cassi, Italy. So there you go, man. We got dudes out there doing Mini GR3, Mini Grand Prix, Pearly.
Yeah, I saw that. He did well.
All the way from the Bahamas doing big things, and 14th in a big field. That's not bad at all. Moving to track and field, Colin Archer is headed to Auburn University in the fall of 2026, deciding to compete for the Auburn Tigers for his collegiate career. Auburn has one of the best top sprints and jumps program in the NCAA Division I track and field, and the promising young sprint and jumper Archer is expected to add significant value to the team. The 17-year-old 12th grader at St. Augustine's College. Tell him again, Pearly.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to wait for you to say it because I knew about it for a little while because we have a Facebook page and they post when the kids do well. So congratulations to him. I'm excited for him.
He signed his commitment letter at the Andre Rogers National Baseball Stadium, and he's off to Auburn. So good for him. Good stuff, man. Glad to see that.
Yeah.
Now to basketball in Spain. This is some good news. Bahamian professional basketball player Garvin Clark Jr. and the Caja 87 basketball team were promoted from the Segundo FEB to Primera FEB in the Spanish Professional Basketball League last weekend. Clark and Caja 87 earned their promotion through the promotion playoffs, which ended with a 71-56 loss to Sant Antoni. Despite the loss, Clark and Caja 87 were able to secure one of the promotion spots thanks to a 19-point victory over the same team in the first leg of the promotion semifinals. The Bahamian got out a relatively quiet night against San Antonio in the second leg of the semifinals. He finished with 3 points, 1 turnover, 3 fouls, and 12 minutes of playing time in the loss. He had a better game in the first leg of the series, contributing 7 points, 4 rebounds, in 16 minutes of action. Prior to the season-ending loss against Sant Antonio, Caja 87 made some noise in the Open Segunda FEB playoffs. So there you go.
Super. That's wonderful.
Squad team to the world.
And I understand that we have coming up next month, is it? Or is it this month or next month that the Bahamas would be playing 2 teams, FIFA World Championship?
We'll be playing at home.
Yeah.
Team Bahamas will be playing at home. The senior men's national basketball team will need the help of the home crowd to advance to the second round of the 2027 FIBA International Basketball Federation Basketball World Cup American qualifiers. The national team will play its next 2 group games against Jamaica and Puerto Rico, both winnable games, on Friday, July 3rd and Monday, July 6th, both at the Kendall G. Isaacs National Gymnasium in New Providence. The team will need all the support it can get.
I understand, but
And the current squad's a 1-3 win-loss record in Group B, and will need to finish strong and get into the top 3 in the group and qualify for round 2 of play. Moses Johnson, first vice president of the BBF, Bahamas Basketball Federation, said Team Bahamas will not only need the support of its fans, but also sponsors, with the Bahamas National Basketball Association players expected to come home and play. So we have a fully loaded squad.
That's good. So we should have DeAndre, Buddy, VJ, and Eric
Gordon. Fully loaded.
Yeah. I'm trying to juggle you and my air fryer at the same time.
Juggle the fryer. I'm good. I can juggle myself. All right, that kind of wraps up the local scene right there, and we're gonna get to wrap up the local scene with a certain second baseman for the New York Yankees making a cameo on the Tonight Show. Jazz has been hitting the ball hot lately, brother. You got to give him his credit, man. Hitting close to 400, man.
Yeah, he's doing extremely well. Yeah, I'm very proud of him.
Lighting it up, and like I said, the Yankees are still not in Dodger territory by a long shot, but that's still a line, and still, in the thick of things over there in American League East.
Yeah, sitting at 1 game behind the Rays.
The Rays, we all know the Rays could fit, and when it comes down to the nitty gritty, we own the Rays when we got to play.
I don't know. They so far this year they own y'all.
Yeah, but when it counts, we own them. It's a whole Tampa preseason baseball thing. You know how it is, Burley.
They got a good team, though. They got a really good team.
They got a pretty solid team for sure. But nonetheless,
I like surprised Toronto is looking as bad as they are. But you see they're missing both.
Oh, they missed both to pieces. And Springer's injury not helping either.
No. Yeah, and then Jotto, too. So that's kind of hurting y'all right now.
Yeah, but the Yankees, like I said, 37-26, a game back in the American League East, playing still at a high level of baseball. But like I said, Jazz Chisholm heating it up lately, man. Recently, Jazz has heated up. And a lot of people were looking at him going, well, he's slumping or he's pressing, he's overreaching. No, sir, has laid in the cut, stayed in the cut, and persevered. And it was a rough going for him early on in the season, but he's kind of balanced things out. And when you look at it now...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's 162 games. You're not going to play great every game. You're going to have times in the season where you're going to have a 10, 15 game stretch where you're going to struggle for a while, and then you'll turn it around. And then you'll struggle again, then you'll turn it around. The key is making sure you turn it around in September, October. That's the key to it.
Well, now he's starting to heat up, man. He's got 7 home runs, 10 doubles, a triple, 22 RBIs. 84 total bases, and 16 stolen bases quietly. You know what I mean? And now
He's
that
doing all right.
now that 234 average is one of the better averages on the Yankee squad.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't look to see a lot of. I mean, you'll have that one or two athletes who have that super batting average, but I don't look at batting averages. You know, I look at what you did in the last 5 to 10 games. That's what tells me what you're doing. Your batting average is for the whole season, so you could be batting 300 and batting one something the last 10 games.
Can I just tell you though, Pearly?
Uh-huh.
That I ordered an old school T-shirt that I'm going to wear underneath my Yankee jersey because I kind of have I have one that's growing on me. You know, you got one player that comes along that grows on you from the organization. Who's yours with the Dodgers? It came up in the Dodgers organization that's growing on you. That's like one of your
Pajes.
pet cats.
And Andy Pajes. Andy
Okay.
Pajes.
Well,
Remember when he came in the league? I told you he's gonna be something special.
Can I say yes? You did. Can I say Uncle Ben's rice has always been my favorite rice? I'm gonna say Ben freaking Rice in the Bronx, baby. 305, 18 home runs, 14 RBIs. Can we get some for the Rice man?
He's looking good. He's looking good.
No. Let me tell you, man. He's looking throwback good. He's looking throwback Yankee good, like the Met, bro. He don't remind you a little bit of Mantle, minus the alcoholism.
And the color.
Correct. But he's like an everyday guy. He's like a baseball guy. I think that's what really blows me away with Ben Rice. He's a baseball guy. Young guy, but he's a baseball guy.
Yeah, yeah. You have some of them like that. They're just baseball guys. You know.
But I digress. We got Jazz, though. He made a
No,
cameo.
I want to tell you a funny story. I was watching the game last night as we were plummeting the Angels 9-2. Scoring. There was a roach in the dugout.
A roach in the dugout?
There was a roach in the dugout, and you should see Shohei Ohtani running from the roach, scared. You know what, Liz?
Now, Pearlie, let me ask you a question. I mean, it is so ironic that a roach showed up in the Dodger dugout. Did his Dodger teammates not tease the bejesus out of him for running from a roach?
I mean, they were laughing at him. They were laughing, and you know, Andy Paez from Cuba. Roaches ain't no stranger to him.
No.
He just step on the roach, and the roach, when he took his baseball bat and beat the crap on the roach.
Wow. So you mean Ohtani is scared of roaches too?
He run. It was so funny.
65 when it comes to roaches. Ohtani's scared of roaches. He could pitch nine innings, but he's scared of a roach.
That's something like when I see frog. Same thing.
So basically, you're scared of frog, and Ohtani's scared of roach.
I ain't shame to tell everybody that. You see a frog coming, you better catch it because Early ain't catching it. Pearlie's not catching that frog. I'm running.
I'm scared of none of them, boy.
I scared of frog. I don't know why, but I have a thing about frogs. I know they can't do me anything, but this is just when I see it, I be like, ugh.
Anyway, before we get into turn this into Wild Kingdom and Nature's Channel,
For real.
let's get to Jazz Chisholm on the Jimmy Kimmel with Jimmy Kimmel on the Tonight Show. I think this was a really good interview with Jazz, and I think him and Jimmy had a good conversation. We'll check that out, and then we'll be right back here with you on the Press Box. Pearlie and Naughty and Company right up until 1 p.m.
Yes! Welcome to the Tonight Show. Thanks so much for coming on. I'm always rooting for you and screaming at you at the Yankee Stadium. And you just come up in the clutch, and you're one of my faves. So thanks for coming on the show. You're coming off one of the most successful months in your whole career. You're batting 400. And I think it's that gets you there. Can you explain this? What's happening here?
So one of our teammates on my team, Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, Stanton.
Yeah, he's a huge guy, you know. And I was just like, yo, let me use your pants one day. I can't find the pants that I'm looking for. And he was just like, I think you're gonna need a little bit of weight for that.
So these are Giancarlo Stanton's pants that you're wearing?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the funniest. I can't believe that you did this and pulled this off. Did you do it like in practice or just on a real game?
Honestly, it was like last second. Like I couldn't find the pants, and I was like, Giancarlo, I need your pants, and he was like, I don't think you're gonna fit. Like,
but
you could try.
And so you just belt it up and go for it?
Oh yeah, belt tied all the way, a couple loops.
It's the greatest. It's the greatest look. But also, people love your cleats, by the way. You have, look at these. This one is, yeah. Yep, that's one inspired by. This one is Grand Theft Auto Vice City cleats. These ones I like. These are Oreo cleats. Now, how do you think of these?
I think like everything that I make in cleats is what's going on in my real life at that moment. Like what I'm really in love with at that moment.
All right, so we don't even have to ask you what you're into. Your cleats tell us.
Yeah, my cleats will
Like,
always tell you.
were you just into Oreos?
So I think this was like 2021, 2022. I was wearing these and I was like obsessed. Like every night after a game, I would go grab a glass of milk and dunk all types of Oreos in there every night. Every night.
No way.
I swear.
And are you a video gamer?
Yeah, I am a gamer. And I think that was like my rookie year that year. And I was still into like, they had the new like Grand Theft Auto on the computer.
Yeah.
And I was super into it. And Vice City was one of my favorite Grand Theft Auto. So.
And then One Piece, you're an anime fan?
Oh yeah, I'm in love with anime.
Really?
Everybody knows I'm in love with anime.
You're also one of the few players in Major League Baseball that is signed by the Jordan brand.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, did you met him, you told me as a kid, actually.
Yeah.
Can you tell everyone that story?
Well, I was, I think 10 years old, 9 or 10 years old. My stepdad, he was the umpire at Michael Jordan's softball camp in the Bahamas where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I was one of the few kids that was able to roam around because my stepdad was an umpire.
Yeah.
And
you were in places you shouldn't be.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? And my stepdad was like, yeah, just go do whatever. So I was trying to get autographs from all the guys, Jeter, CC, all them guys was there. And Jordan was sneaking out of the back, and I was just in the back trying to like, peeing on the beach or something. And I saw him, and I was like, yo, can I get your autograph? And he was like, no, like flat out cold, no. And he was like, make me want your autograph one day, and he just walked off. Like,
Make me want your autograph one day.
yeah.
Wow. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's not
mean,
cool, but then it's cool at the same time. You win,
Yeah.
but you don't forget that.
Nah, never.
Did that give you the drive to become
Oh,
jazz?
I always wanted to be a Jordan athlete after that because I was like, one day I could be able to tell Jordan, like, I'm gonna sign my name on that contract.
Yeah, man. That's right. That's right. That's how you do it. I am gonna sign. Yeah, you're gonna want my autograph one day. And
One
you made
day.
him want your autograph. Good for
Yeah.
you, bud. I also want to give props to a little shout out to your grandmother,
Yeah.
Grammy Pat. Now she's a
Softball.
a
Used to play
softball legend
softball.
in the Bahamas.
Yeah, she is.
And did she start you with your love of the game?
Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, I was a softball player until I was 10 years old. You know what I mean? I was always at the softball field with my grandma, playing with her, practicing with her, and like, honestly, was barely hitting baseballs. I was really more into softball because of my grandma,
Yeah.
Like, she was a superstar. I would go to her games when I was super young. Everybody loved her, and that's who I wanted to be like, so.
Does she proud of you and watch your games?
I mean, she's proud of me, but she's still kind of mean.
She has to be. She's good. She has to be. How's she mean?
I mean, I wouldn't say mean, but I would be like, that's my grandma, so I expect it to be like all loving and caring after every game, not like how my dad would be.
Yeah.
But she's more,
She tells you. She goes, "Hey, why'd you swing at that pitch?"
why? Why? Like, it's crazier than that. Like, what are you doing? I was not your coach this offseason.
Really?
Like,
Wow.
When I'm going back, she was like, yeah, I didn't show you that.
Good for Grammy. I love it. I love it. You got to keep doing it. Keep him humble.
For sure.
As incredible as you are on the field, you're also incredible off the field with the Jazz Chisholm Foundation. Can you explain to everyone what this foundation is and what you're doing for kids?
So the foundation, the Jazz Chisholm Foundation, is for kids in the Bahamas, Florida, and New York so far. For kids that were just like me. When I grew up, I didn't have much, and I always had someone randomly pop out of nowhere and just was able to give me a little help or drive to help me to succeed. And that's what it's really about.
Like a superhero, just
Yeah,
showed
just
up.
try to be a superhero for the kids that don't have, because I had a couple superheroes in my life, and I want to be superheroes to kids too.
Come on, bud. That's fantastic. Thank you for everything you do. What's the ultimate goal for the Yankees this season?
I mean, to win a World Series.
Bud, are we gonna do it?
Oh, for sure.
We're gonna do it.
For sure.
All right, come on, bud. Go Yankees. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Check out JazzChisholmFoundation.org for more information on his foundation. Tune in Sunday Night Baseball this weekend on NBC and Peacock. We'll be right back, everybody.
Roy Curley, I think Jazz has made some really big inroads in New York City.
That was a really good interview.
That was an excellent interview. He handled himself very well. You could see that Jimmy Kimmel was actually taken in by the interview, and they pushed the Jazz Chisholm Foundation. So I think that was awesome in its own right.
I enjoyed that interview. He sounded comfortable, relaxed.
Very comfortable and talked about home and shared the stories. And shout out to Grammy Pat too, man, because I'm a big fan of Grammy Pat. I know her very well from seeing her at baseball over the years. But I got to host the inaugural Jazz Chisholm charity auction, what they did at Fashion Show over there in Florida.
Okay.
Listen, man, Grammy Pat showed up in some purple lavender Air Force Ones, okay? Two-tone, sharp. Now I know where Jazz get all these fashion sense from too. It's Grammy Pat. So shout out Grammy Pat, man. Always doing it.
Great, that was great.
And legendary softball player in her own right too, you know.
Yeah. I think she was on the national team, if I remember correctly.
Several times. So yeah, like I say, good to hear from Jazz in that light and in that vein. And I think he did very well. And I think the promotion for the Bahamas indirectly was awesome. I think he did a great interview.
I slide there, back in the Bahamas from where I'm from. Letting you know, I'm a Bahamian.
Correct, Amanda. As we pivot into baseball, Pearly, before we get into the talks and the power rankings coming up and some of the news, this is where I get upset with baseball. And I need you to talk me off the ledge because I'm ready to go watch wrestling or something else because it looks like baseball's starting to full of words I hate to hear in baseball. And you know what that is, right? Work
Salary cap.
stoppage. No, the hell with the salary cap. We all know y'all are going to pay the luxury cap and go over the salary cap anyway. People will get under it, over it, around it. I'm talking about work stoppage, imminent work stoppage on the horizon.
Well, it's going to be a lockout because the Players Association said they're not accepting the salary cap, and Major League, the owners aren't looking at what the Players Association is proposing.
Well, let's check in. Go ahead.
Well, I'm happy they're talking now.
Well, we got Buster Olney lined up with ESPN with the latest on it. So let's hear from Buster, and then you and I will come back and touch on it. But I'm getting a bad feeling, Pearly. I'm getting a bad feeling.
Oh, that lockout coming.
Mr. Producer, let's get to Buster Olney and ESPN.
Commissioner Rob Manfred said yesterday, Buster, that he worries that labor negotiations could lead to a work stoppage. How real a threat is that in your mind?
It is absolutely a real threat because the issue is so diametrically opposed. The owners, for the first time, are asking for a salary cap in negotiations for the first time since 1994-95. And the players, on the other hand, the association is saying, no, we will not accept a salary cap. So they are entrenched. And as it was in 94-95, the question comes down to who blinks first. In that issue, in 1994-95, at that time, it was the owners who blinked first after they lost a key legal decision in the spring. We'll see if this time around it's different, if the players are the first ones to blink.
Now, where does that leave us, Pearly? Because I remember, and I just want to paint a picture. I remember that magical season Ken Griffey Jr. was having, hitting home runs without steroids.
Yeah.
He was going to break that record. He was going to break Maris' record at 62. I think he had 40 before the All-Star break or 42 before the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And they shut it down. And I tasted my mouth with baseball because you never know because of the way the politics and the policies are drawn up with the Major League Baseball Players Association and Major League Baseball that you could have a strike every couple of years if you don't keep it right. I mean...
That's not a strike now. The players aren't striking.
Not striking, I mean a stoppage.
The owners are locking them out.
Right. My correction, the work stoppage, not the strike, the work stoppage where the owners...
So what happens here is, what they want to do is they want to have a hard salary cap of about 350 million, but they want to have a basement of 171 million. So you have to spend at least 171 million every year.
What does that do to the small market teams, though, Purdy? Some of them small market teams can't afford 171 million.
Yeah, they can afford it. They can't afford it.
So they've just been crying poor mouth all these years and piggybacking off the Yanks and the Dodgers.
Milwaukee's owner is the 9th richest owner in sports, not baseball, in sports. But yet he doesn't want to spend $100 million?
What about Kansas City, though? Could they do 171 million?
Yeah, they can. They all can.
You
But
sure?
what they're trying to do is stop the Dodgers. They're saying the Dodgers only winning because they spent $450 million. But so did the Yankees. So did the Mets. So did made the playoffs last year. So money don't really do it. It's the coaching and the management of the team.
Well, the Yankees made the playoffs. We lost to you all in the World Series.
No, last year you didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, no, that's right. That's right.
All right. But what it would do is, what they say they would do is, whatever contract's in place, they'll work out a formula that it stands so it doesn't hurt you. You know, you get Otani getting $70 million. Oh, we can't pay him that no more. No, you'll continue to pay him. But they'll work out a formula. But what they don't understand is this ain't the Dodgers. The Dodgers get the second best farm system in baseball. We got players up there who major league ready right now. We just brought up one, Ryan Ward, who's been hitting the couple off the ball. We got a couple others we can't get because there's no space.
So there you go.
So if it forces the Dodgers not to sign that a high-end player, we still can bring good players on the field because we still got a bunch of great players in the farm system.
But I know your farm system is deep. So you know if they ever came salary cap or hard cap and you had to manage it, you all still have a lot of talent for cheap that you all could replace expensive talent with from within.
We've
Not
got
a lot
four
of teams have that
outfielders.
luxury.
We got 4 outfielders. We got a shorts. We got Mookie's replacement sitting there waiting. We got a bunch of pitchers.
Well, let's go down the league. You're talking about injuries and whatnot. Let's I hit the news from around Major League Baseball. Mizorowski set a record with that 103.7 mile per hour pitch. Did you see that the other day?
Yeah.
Fuego.
And he was throwing 100 miles an hour consistently.
Like water. He had 103.7, but he was popping 99 and 101 regularly in portions of that game.
I think he also set a record for the most 100 mile an hour pitches in a game.
That may be possible too. I got to double check that. Polanco rehab has been shut down by the Mets. They halt the Polanco rehab from testing on his ankle.
Yeah, it's not healing as fast as they thought it would.
And I hate to see news like this coming out of New York as well too. Wells joins Stanton and Judge on the injured reserve list.
Oh, Stanton hurt again? I didn't realize that.
But I used to Stanton being there. I could live with him being there because that's where he's be half the year. Wells and Judge, listen. And speaking of catches, that just reminded me of something. There's a kid in Kansas City, Purdy, who I think is Salvador Perez's replacement. I watched him play the other night. He was hitting the ball at the plate, reminiscent of George Brett, kind of with the same look that George Brett had, you know what I mean? But also, he played excellent behind the plate, man. And if I'm not mistaken, he was in your system, if I'm not mistaken. I wish I could find his name.
What's the name?
I'm trying to find it right now. Jensen, catch up.
I don't remember that name, but that's possible.
Yeah, he looks like he's long term for Kansas City. I just popped into my mind when I saw Wells there going on the injured reserve. Because I saw him play the other night. I said, I wonder if this is the kid that came out of the Dodger system that Pearlie was talking about. Because I know that you guys got like you're all bountiful in your farm system. Your third string catcher could be a starter for some other people in the league right now.
Yeah.
Now you move Glasgow to the 60-day disabled list. Now is the back still an issue with Glasgow in Dodger land, Purdy?
Yeah, it's his back. It's still tightening up on him.
Well, I know I suffer from a bad back myself. The back ain't nothing to play with, brother.
Yeah, and so they don't see it, and so he can't ramp up the throw or do anything like that. So what they're doing is they put him on the 60-day and continue to rehab.
And that's the kind of same situation with the Cincinnati Reds. They hope that Green will be back before the All-Star break rather than later, but he's still slow in his recovery as well, too.
Yeah.
So a lot of big pitchers injured and a lot of big players working on nagging injuries right now. Big trade.
Like I always say, it's better to be injured in May and June than to be over.
Yes, sir. Brewers acquire now from the A's. As they continue to be bit by injuries and plagued by injuries. But I think that's a good move for them, picking up a good piece from the A's, because I don't think the A's are going anywhere in the long run.
No. Even though they're in the money.
Yeah, because that division sucks. But, I mean, they win that crap one and done in the playoffs against good competition.
Probably.
And the Rays are struggling Mats to the bullpen. And George Soler of the Angels is left oblique strain.
Oh, man. I voted for him yesterday in All-Star.
And today's schedule, we got the early games in baseball. 1:35. We got the Red Sox and the Yankees.
That's a good. They beat y'all last night, eh? Or y'all beat
Yeah.
them last night?
White Sox and the Phillies at 1:35. White Sox surprisingly good at 34-30 this year, eh?
Yeah, they're playing good. They don't have much depth, so if they stay healthy, they'll be all right. But if they get a bunch of injuries, that's their deal, yeah.
The Braves playing really, really well.
Braves are playing great baseball. The Braves got a 9.5 game lead over the Phillies. But then again, the Braves are very healthy right now. They've been prone to injuries, but hopefully they'll stay healthy.
You got the Orioles and the Blue Jays at 1:37. Mariners and Tigers at 1:40. Rays and Marlins at 1:40. And
Marlins beat the Braves last night.
I think that's it for today's games. Let me double check.
The Royals and Twins, the Reds and the Cardinals.
Royals and Twins, Reds and Cardinals.
The Guardians and the Rangers.
2:15. Guardians and Rangers at 2:35. Brewers at 3:10 against the Rockies. Nationals and Diamondbacks at 3:15. Or Angels and Dodgers at 4:10. There you go. That's a good one for the afternoon. Yankees at 1, Dodgers at 4. I could line that up early. I could watch that. That could work.
Emmett Sheehan pitching tonight.
There you go. Mets and the Padres at 4:10. And then the late game, the Giants on Peacock.
Good stuff. That's good stuff.
So full day of baseball right there for you.
Well, every Sunday, there's no breaks on Sundays. Most times you're off on a Monday or a Thursday, but you're never off on a Sunday. Everybody plays on Sunday.
All right, so let's get to this first break. And on the flip side of the break, we'll be back. We'll talk some World Cup early. And then we'll get into the second hour. We got NBA and NFL coming up as well. We'll start the NBA in this hour as well. And boy, I'm going to tiptoe through the tulips on that one. Proceed with caution. Don't be that guy. Be that guy.
Put more money back in your pocket with the Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan. Why pay more when you can pay less? Reduce your monthly debt payments down to one low, easy payment. Apply for a Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new Barbecue Wrap Star. It's a breast filet, fried to golden crisp perfection, covered in sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new Barbecue Wrap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Guess Guess who's back?
It's for the 31st annual Michael Scudery Peace on the Streets Basketball Classic.
Bring it on now. Let's go.
Whether you're a player or a fan, you don't want to miss this one. The action starts July 13th at the Hope Center. Log on to peaceonthestreets.com and register. Come on, everybody, we're going! That's the Peace on the Streets Basketball Classic, where we shoot hopes instead of guns. Game time.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Sunday, June 7th edition of the Press Box. Brought to you by The Island Game, Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, KFC, Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Harborside Marine. Naughty and Pearl in your company right up until 1 p.m. And if you want to chime in, want to be part of the conversation, well, here's how. Real easy. All you got to do is hit us up. I'll tell you how you can chime in right now. Text line is powered by BTC 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Phone lines open in New Providence 323-6232, 325-4259, 325-4316. Toll free in any one of the family islands, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720. Stream us live, take us wherever you want to go. GuardianTalkRadio.com. That's GuardianTalkRadio.com. All right, let me get to the text lines real quick. Naughty, your Yankee pinstripes need to be pulled a little bit, man. How can you forget that awesome slide from Jazz in the AL wild card from first to home to break the tie? Of course, the Yankees made the playoffs last year. Yeah. Text to thank you. We know we made the playoffs. Freddie was referring to the World Series. I know we made the playoffs last year. We didn't make the World Series, but I understand how that sounded. So yeah, I appreciate you making sure my pinstripes stay straight and in order and stay Yankee. I appreciate that. All right. So let's get into the Major League Baseball power rankings. We didn't do that before the break. Let's check out the power rankings courtesy of ESPN and Buster Olney. Then when we get back out of that, we'll slide into the World Cup. This is coming up next week.
So we're back with the weekly installment of the ESPN Power Rankings video, the top two. No surprise to anybody who's been following the season, the Braves and the Dodgers. And this is Bradford Doolittle with Buster Olney. And Buster, I don't think you get a lot of pushback by saying that the Dodgers, fairly obvious statement, remain the team to beat when we're talking about championship aspirations. But the line of contenders behind them has shuffled a little bit and kind of settled in after 2 months. So let's talk about the team's best position to end the Dodgers' 2-year reign.
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%, no matter what happens between here and the end of the regular season, because the Dodgers have gone back-to-back. They're going to be viewed as the favorite going into the postseason. There's an assumption with other teams that we're going to see the best version of the Dodgers once we get in September and October and Blake Snell's back and the rotation's back. In the American League, for me, two teams are beginning to emerge. One, the New York Yankees, with Garrett Cole back in their rotation, just dominance there. Number one ERA for the rotation, all of baseball. And I assume that Brian Cashman, their general manager, is going to add before the trade deadline. And the other team I have, the Seattle Mariners, who are gathering momentum. They now have won 8 straight games as you and I speak. They won on Tuesday night. Colt Emerson has made a huge difference, I think, since he's been in that lineup. And at some point, they're going to get Cal Raleigh back, their all-star catcher. And yes, I understand he got off to a slow start. There will be a better version of him going forward. And they have excellent starting pitching, a good bullpen that I'm assuming that Jerry Dipoto will augment as we get closer to the trade deadline. Seattle's really dangerous. What about you?
Well, I'm going to go with the National League, which means, of course, I'm talking about teams that can keep the Dodgers from getting back to the World Series. And I'm going to go with the team that they faced last year in the NLCS, the Brewers, and the team that we thought they would face in the NLCS when the 2025 season began, the Braves. Both teams have looked terrific so far. Are really exciting when you think about what they're going to have another year of experience behind them after last year's run. Jake Mizorowski emerges one of the best, if not a top 5 starter, if he can stay healthy. Kyle Harrison has been. And the one thing about them that is so unique is how well balanced their offense is. Last in home runs, that's my one concern. Maybe they can add some power at the deadline, but it's just a really athletic, exciting, deep team. And the Braves just tremendously explosive on offense, but they have pitched at a level that I didn't see coming when the season began, especially given their injuries. And they do it in the rotation and the bullpen, and they have room to add at the trade up very nicely with the Dodgers if we go toe-to-toe. So we've got a long way to go before we get to that point, but I think we see the contenders sort of taking their place in the pecking order.
Boy, Purdy, I don't know. I agree with the Braves there. They are a legitimate contender to you guys, but I don't know about the Brewers. Purdy, you there? Or are you going to fight Air Fryer?
No, I'm here. The Brewers are a good team. They always find diamonds in the rough. They always find us good players. And then at the trade deadline, they trade them away. Or the next season, they trade them away. When their rookie contract comes and then they trade them away.
Well,
Because they don't want to spend no money.
I think the Dodgers, and there's a little rivalry there too. I'd like to see a Dodger-Braves series, man. That would be nice.
That'd be good in the Thompson household. Me and my son would be at each other.
That'd be great.
Who's
supposed to the Trey?
The Dr. Trey, yeah, he's a
No,
huge
but
Braves
I
fan.
got to rub with Dr. Trey on that one then.
He's a huge Braves fan.
I got to rub with Dr. Trey. That's my boy.
Yeah, you didn't call me when we beat you all. I said, what I can call you for?
No, you shouldn't. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Because I know he can call me. That's why I don't call him.
Well, next time, beat him to the punch and call him with some humble pie out of the air fryer.
No.
Some things hard to do, eh?
Yeah, some things are that hard to do.
All right. Well, let's pivot real quick, Pearly, to the World Cup, man. The World Cup coming up, man.
Yeah, the World Cup coming up. You know, there's a kid in Spain. He's 18 years old.
Yeah.
I think his name is Lamine, if I remember correctly.
Lamine.
What's his name? I always mess up his name. He's 18 years old. He's crap. You can come to me in 2 seconds.
I can get it for you now. Calm down.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal, yeah.
He's 18 years old. He's considered the number 1 player.
Lamine Yamal, is an absolute stud. Absolute next generation of, when you talk who's going to pick up from Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, it is Lamine Yamal and old boy over there in France.
Mbappe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but they're saying this kid is the next Messi. He's that good. He's a little controversial. He had he waved a Palestine flag during a victory one time that pissed some people off. And he also
Spain is very pro. Hold on, Spain is very pro Palestine in that whole Gaza Strip situation.
I know.
Vocal on it. They are not shy to express how they feel.
They're not. You're very correct. And then there's he had his 18th birthday party. He hired a bunch of dwarfs as his entertainment, and people thought that was a little insensitive.
Listen, he gave little people a chance to earn big money, man. What do you really long dog?
I tell you what the people saying about him. It don't bother me because I was a Brazil fan. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't want you to get too all hot up because let me tell you, that Spain team is solid, boy.
No, that's a good team. That's one of the favorites, if not the favorite.
Over the last 5 years, they beat Georgia 4-0. They drew with Turkey, but not at a full squad, 2-2. They beat Serbia 3-0. Drew 0-0 with Egypt, but played mostly younger players who probably will not end up making the World Cup squad. You know, that kind of way, but we're part of that whole tune-up tandem that they have.
Yeah.
Similar
Yeah.
that Iraq drew 1-1. But if you want to look prior to that, they were winning a bunch, and they've been very competitive. You know, and like I said, in some of these international games against Egypt and Iraq, they didn't have to run the full squad. But if they run that full squad, Pearly, Spain is a very strong team. They're
They got
not
they
one
gotta
to be
stop.
taken lightly. I don't think Spain is one to be taken lightly. I think Brazil never take them lightly. England is overrated.
I know England, for some reason, England, I think they're underrated. I think they don't look at them as much. And then they come right in, next thing you look, they're in the semifinals. Be like, how did they get there?
And it always remains after all of that 2 world wars, 1 World Cup, and a sportive tea at 4. That's all they do.
Yeah. But I'm excited about it. It's gonna be some good watch. I just want to know which of one of those teams is that little surprise team. The Americans trying to build their stuff up. Oh, you remember you don't believe in upsets, and then you got the kid, the goalie from the U.S. 1980 hockey team walks out. Just remind them there can be some upsets. I say not in World Cup. No, it's different.
But Pearly, I want you to know something too, though. Taking nothing away from Lamine Yamal, who is absolutely brilliant. There's a midfielder on that Spanish team by the name of Pedri, who you need to look at.
Yes.
Pedri is an excellent player from end to end. And a forward who's a very good striking forward from the same Basque province as my pops, Mikel Oyarzabal. So he'll be there. You have to watch him. You have to watch Fernando. Victor Munoz is a good forward. And listen, not to mention Lamine Yamal, but they also have Nico Williams on that team who's a forward. And he's another brilliant addition that goes under the radar, along with Rodri. They're very good players, well coached, okay? And like I told you, Simon is another good one. He's the goalkeeper, plays very well. So like I say, Spain is a well-rounded team. And don't forget Mosquera too, via Brazilian descent, another international implant on the Spanish team. So look for them to play well. And Marcos Llorente is still there, and Pedro Porro as well. So you still have some young bench contributors as well on that Spanish team. Will it be as successful as their prior World Cup teams? I don't know, but if there's a team that I think can come back and replicate it, it's this team right here. And remember the names: Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Rodri, and Nico Williams, especially for their Spain.
No, they've got a very good team. They've got a very good team. And they're gonna be. I think they can make it to the semis at least, and they can make it to the championship game. But you can't give up on teams like Brazil, who got Gabriel, the center back, who has matured into one of the best center backs in football right now. So he's gonna be awesome. He's a great defender. Then you got Rafinha. He's the forward. He's 29. He's a little old now, but he brings up veteran leadership to the team.
He's the straw that stirs the drink for Brazil, though.
Exactly. He's that player. Forward. So I'm excited about him. There was another player from Spain, from Brazil. I'm trying to remember his name right now, and it's right to the tip of my tongue. You know, I got to read up some more on the World Cup since it's coming. Vinicius Junior. I think he played in the last World Cup. He's a winger, very left wing. He's one of those dangerous left wingers. He plays for Real Madrid.
Correct. He plays for Real Madrid. He don't play for no slouch. He's a very good player.
Yeah. So that's
going to be something. Look, buddy, you and I have talked about Great Britain. We've talked about Brazil. We've talked about Spain. We've talked about Argentina. But we haven't talked about the USA Men's World Cup team. Are they ready? Let's check in with ESPN right now and see. Is the USA Men's team ready for this go-round? Or here we go again with another set of wah-wah from the U.S. soccer team.
It's 20 months since the debut of Mauricio Pochettino, and we've never had an indication of what his strongest team would be, of a starting 11. They never played together. And sans Miles Robinson, because we already know that Chris Richards will be there. He confirmed to various outlets that he's going to be ready for Paraguay. This is going to be your start. Assuming that Anthony Robinson is healthy, this is the 11 that will go out there with Chris Richards instead of Miles Robinson. You can see, obviously, that Tillman is the deepest player, there's a lot of fluidity to Weston McKennie and to Malik Tillman and how they move. Serginho Dest, you kind of see him as a winger, but he plays as a wing back. And then sometimes he's an inverted winger like a double 10. Alex back, and then he goes high. There is a lot of movement, fluidity to this starting 11. And I was pleasantly surprised along with Casey. This is a coach who's been a club coach his whole career. And when you're a club coach, you have the Monday to Friday to work on things with players and then execute them on the weekend. As an international manager, you don't have that. Now he has the time to actually work tactically with these players, and you can see how comfortable they are. There are times in this game, in that first half, and I am with Casey. I don't know how much Matt Freese has to do in that goal. He does a wall of four instead of three, so he's expecting the shot. He doesn't come out. The ball placement where it's at, Miles Robinson loses the player. Other than that play, I thought the U.S. excellent. They were building out from the back. They put the German national team in their own box for long stretches of the first half. They had countless opportunities. You can go through the statistics. They had more possession than Germany. They outshot Germany. They had 7 corner kicks in the first half. They were all over the German national team. They had tactical issues in previous editions with Mauricio Pochettino. You didn't see that now. And the mistakes that you're seeing under Mauricio Pochettino aren't on Mauricio Pochettino. They're individual mistakes. Miles Robinson versus Senegal. It's Tim Ream and Anthony Robinson versus Senegal. On this game, it's Miles Robinson losing his marker of Kai Havertz. It's maybe Matt Freese. Those aren't on Mauricio Pochettino. What Mauricio Pochettino is supposed to take care of, he's taking care of, and he's putting these players in some fabulous positions. I thought 45 minutes, what we saw was an excellent exhibition from the U.S. men's national team. After the hour mark, I think it's a wash. All it proves is that the German national team reserves are better than the U.S. men's national reserves, but I was pleasantly surprised with this team.
All right, that's a wrap right there on the World Cup coverage. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get into the 12 o'clock hour. 12 o'clock hour, we're going to talk NBA. We're going to talk, off-season moves and whatnot, as well as, NBA playoffs, as a matter of fact. And then we'll talk NFL, off-season moves and some potential trades coming up and more salary caps coming up post-June 1st. And some free agents may be landing in some new spots. But right out of the break, we will be talking the NBA Finals. New York Knicks lead the San Antonio Spurs 2-0. Game 3 on Monday night. And we'll talk that and more as the Sunday, June 7th edition of the Press Box, brought to you by Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, KFC, Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Harborside Marine continues right after this.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new Barbecue Rap Star. We're talking a juicy chicken breast filet, fried to golden crisp perfection, covered in sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new Barbecue Rap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Budgeting and saving? Yes. Investing? Check. But what if you could do more? With an RF brokerage account, you can get priority access to local investment opportunities right as they come to the market. Never miss a bond or new share offering again. Plus, you can house all your investments in one place and benefit from expert investment advice. Contact us at brokerage@rfgroup.com to start doing more today. Some conditions apply. RF, money at work.
Cancer touches far too many families, but in community. Join the Jenny Dean Caring and Sharing Cancer Support Hope Walk 2026 on Saturday, June 13th at 6 a.m. at Goodman's Bay. Walk alongside survivors, patients, caregivers, and families as we come together in strength, healing, and support. Enjoy community fellowship, vendors, activities, and our inspiring Hope concert immediately following the walk. Register today at gdcancersupportgroup.com. Let's take every step forward together for hope.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you on the Sunday, June 7th edition of the Press Box. Brought to you by the Island Game, Jimmy's Wines and Spirit, KFC, The Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Harborside Marine. Naughty and Pearly in your company right up until 1 p.m. And let's get into it, Pearly.
That's just a little quick update here on the French Open finals.
Correct.
Gaboli, the number 14 actually, Gaboli, number 10, is playing Zverev, and Zverev is leading him 2-1, 6-1, 4-6, 6-4.
Gaboli's injured though, so I think he's hard pressed against it.
Yeah, he's leading in the fourth set 3-1 right now, so let's see how that goes.
If it's a comeback. But there will be a new champion in the French Open this year.
There will be a new champion.
And there'll be a new champion in the NBA this year as well, too.
Yes, there will be.
Got the Knicks up 2-0. Like you said, you've been on the Knicks for a long time. Just as I said, hey, MJ Spurs early in the year, they're a dark horse team. Watch out for them. They could end up being good and make the finals. You were equally on the New York Knicks.
I think the Knicks are going to win this championship. If they win tomorrow night, you might still mail them the trophy. And New Yorkers can be in it. Tomorrow in New York City, I wish I was there. It's going to be something really awesome tomorrow. The Garden's going to be humping. The whole city is going to be getting rough. This is their first time in 53 years to hopefully win a championship. New Yorkers can be rough.
I know New York is going to be out there, but that leans more toward what I'm saying. This series goes 7 games, Pearly, for the ratings, for the whole New York aspect of it, for the two good teams that are playing. And let's be honest. These games haven't been blowouts, Pearly. All right? It's not like, when we clear cut CSP coming, like this team then went on the road and blew this other team out. You know what I mean? This one over. They were very competitive games. So you have to add that factor in there to it. Okay? I'm still saying they're going to go 7. But let's hear what Charles Barkley has to say on the series.
Yes, Chuck. I'm going to say this. My man David Dennis from ESPN, we were talking. I'm not saying this is the greatest team ever. I'm going to make the next 2 games. This is one of the greatest runs in playoff history. I can live with that. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the greatest runs. I mean, you got to give them their props. I mean, it's amazing what they've done. You got to give them their props, and maybe you need to give the Hawks some more props because they're the only team that took them to 7 so far. Maybe the Hawks are the second best team in the NBA. We didn't know it.
I mean, when you look at it, the Hawks were the only one who took them to the wall. They'll strap everybody else. They're poised to try and make some noise here in the finals. I have to agree with Barkley. If they do pull it off, it is one of the greatest playoff runs we've seen.
It will be one of the greatest playoff runs if they pull it off, especially if they sweep them. They would have gone 14 games undefeated. But I know you gotta maintain a certain level of support. I understand that, but deep inside the experience is now paying off, and the inexperience is kicking in right now.
Let some teams back into series as well too, though. So don't sleep on that aspect.
Not this year.
Well, they let
not this year. Then who?
And then Atlanta took them to 7.
Yeah, that's all right. That was the first round of the playoffs. But I'm good cheering for breakfast.
Don't sleep on Bambi. I think Bambi can make some noise before it's all said and done, you know.
He's been making noise, and he's also been making some bad moves.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. Let's go to the phone lines. We got Mystery on the line. Press box. What's going on, Mystery?
Peace and love, gentlemen. How you all doing?
All good, my brother.
Wonderful. To everybody in the studio. Listen, Naughty, I sent a message. I think it was, when was it, Pearly?
Friday.
I told Stat Boy to treat his mother like it's Mother's Day, and Naughty to treat MJ like it's anniversary. What day was that?
That was Thursday.
That'll be Friday.
Was it Friday? That was Thursday or Friday?
That was Thursday.
That was Thursday. It could have been Friday. I know. I remember you saying it. I distinctly remember because I was laughing my head off.
Okay, so I'm fresh out of church, so I didn't hear the beginning of the conversation. So what y'all think about the duration of this series, according to what y'all
I think if the Knicks win tomorrow night, take out the brooms.
Yeah, just this.
If they win tomorrow night.
If the Knicks win tomorrow night, it'll be hard pressed not to take out of the brooms. But I think the Spurs win tomorrow night and make it a series.
Yeah.
You're hoping the Spurs win tomorrow night for your sake.
I'm just according to how I see it, man. If these games were blowouts, I'd take a different approach. But these games have been tight, bro.
And that is why it's showing me that the Knicks is the better team because the Knicks are not folding up under the pressure. They're responding. If you look at it, they're responding. Even though San Antonio came back on them in the fourth quarter, they folded. They made some dumb mistakes.
But Cat playing ball. Jalen Brunson, all of them. I mean, New York operating on all cylinders. All cylinders.
They are. They playing with a mission.
Yeah,
they are on a mission.
Them fellas got blood in their eyes. So we'll watch and see what happens.
And I'll be honest with you, I would be surprised if San Antonio wins tomorrow night. I would be surprised.
I'll be surprised myself. I'll really be, because the game they were supposed to have won was the last game.
Yes.
And they had them. It's just that last clumsy pass by Wemby.
Yep.
That cost them the game. That last clumsy.
Foul.
Yeah, right. All right, y'all have a good one. I'll continue to listen in.
Good stuff, Mystery.
It shows the inexperience coming into light. It shows that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Let's get back to the phone lines. We got Muff on the line. Press box.
Yeah, my two big brothers, how y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
What's up, my brother?
Man, I really got to say nothing no more, man, because you and Mystery and Freddie all there say everything else now, man. Yeah, man. You fight back from down 14. You tie it up 104. Then you can turn the ball over, man, in the 20 seconds. You know what I mean? That's the second down turnover. Man, you can see Cass, you supposed to dribble the ball over half court, then try to pass the ball. Man, what you trying to give Cass the ball? The man even ain't looking. Hey, but Bridges too, though. Bridges is getting on bad, but with them trees too, but. Yeah. Bridges. Yes. But I agree with everything with Brady saying. You can see the experience sharing now and everything they left to be. Cap, Bridges, OG, that defensive beast, you know. So but Brady, you're right. The more night, they lose that. Bring out the brooms. But San Antonio, I believe they got it in their guts to get one way. I believe they could get one way on the road. I believe they got. They wouldn't have too much pride to get sweet. What do you all think?
They're young. They're young.
I
they don't
said
know.
it going
they don't
7,
know.
so I gotta hope they win one on the road. Let's go to Carl Anthony Towns and his post-game comments after game 2. And, Carl Anthony Towns lost his mom during COVID, so I cut him some slack, even though they carry him hard on social media, as they readily should. Have you ever heard this kid talk? But anyway, let's go to Carl Anthony Towns post-game after the next big win.
Carl, we can see you looking up to the saying tomorrow.
I needed it to stop. It's amazing as you go through life. If you lose a parent, anyone's listening, you just look for signs. And I prayed to her strong before that possession. A great player, got a great shot. It just didn't go in. And it's great defense. Shout out to Mitch, shout out to our team. But, you know, I take it as a sign. My mom is here with me, so I appreciate her so much.
Yeah, let's take a look at it again. Just take us through that last defensive stand. Like, what were you guys saying to each other?
I mean, just we got to get a stop. We got to get a stop. We haven't got a stop all quarter. We put ourselves in a great position. The reason we won this game is because we gave ourselves a lead. We played hard. We got ourselves a lead. It's something we've done so well in this playoffs. We've gotten leads and we've held the lead. Today, the Spurs fought. They got themselves back into the game, put themselves with a chance to win. And you know, the grit, the resiliency, New York City showed up, the fans showed up, the energy showed up, and we found a way to get it done.
And again, your defense against Victor Wembanyama. Just how did you keep Victor from beating you guys tonight?
Like I said, he's a great once-in-a-generation player. You got to make it difficult on him. So just utilizing my experience, utilizing my size, my skill, and just try to make it difficult for him.
Job is half done. 2-0 lead heading to New York. How does that sound to you?
And I'm just happy to be playing basketball. I love this game. I love this game so much. It's taken me and my family to places I never thought I could see. It's kept me alive. I'm forever grateful.
Good luck the rest of the way.
But there you go, Carl Anthony Towns. Big statements by him. And I mean, he has played big, Pearly. I can't take that from him.
He has earned his wings. He has earned his wings. And I kept saying this, and nobody's listening to Pearly, that these dudes have progressed over the years in the playoffs. And they have that experience. They know what it is to lose, they know what it is to win, and they know what it is to be that close and then get over the hump. And this time they're going to get over the hump.
Yeah, they may very well do it, Pearly. I can't lie.
You know, and the Spurs have the best team in terms of talent, yes. But do they have that experience? They're young. They keep bringing up their age. Oh, he's only 21. He's only 22. He's only 23. They haven't been under that kind of pressure. And they try to play it off and say, oh, they don't know what it is to feel it. No, they don't. But when they now feeling it, they don't know how to respond. So it's going to be interesting to see. Tomorrow night is going to be the turning point. Tonight is the pivotal key game of the series.
I think this is time for the Spurs to cut some teeth. They definitely cutting some teeth. This new territory for them, but let's see what they can do. If they got any marks,
is the series 2-3-2 or 2-2-1-1?
No, it's 2-2-1-1. I broke it down over the last three.
Okay, all right.
I don't think it's 3 in the middle anymore. I got to double check.
All right.
But like I said, very interesting takes on New York. I mean, New York is ready to embrace this. And when you look at it, the catalyst to New York, bar none, the turnaround for the Knicks has come since Rick Brunson, Knicks assistant coach, got his son Jalen into New York. And here's Jalen Brunson post-game. Here's his take after game 2 and the Knicks win.
It was a tie game with about 2:15 to go. Just what was the difference in those last 2 minutes?
I think just sticking together. Wasn't really our night. Wasn't really mine. Kept chipping away. I just like how resilient we were tonight.
Now you guys were down 14 in the third quarter. Just what started to turn things around?
Honestly, just think our chemistry, just knowing that we have each other's back. There's a lot of things X and O's wise we could have done better, but I think most importantly, our togetherness really was really the biggest difference.
He said offensively it wasn't a lot of guys' nights, but what impact did Josh Hart? What impact did he have on this game?
I mean, whatever you need him, he's going to execute. That's just who he is. I mean, he's going to find a way.
You looked like you got banged up once in the first quarter, then in the second quarter. How's your body feeling right now?
I'll be all right.
And the mindset, as always, to steal one of the first 2 on the road. You've already done that now. What's going to be your mindset as you start thinking about game 2?
We got to go back and just watch the things we can do better. It's a long journey, but I think there's a lot of things that we can do better.
All right, we'll see you game 2.
Thank you.
There you have it. Jalen Brunson quite confident, and I mean focused. Job's halfway done. So let's see if they could seal the deal. I mean, probably they're looking good for you right now, but I think it takes a totally different tone if the Spurs win Game 3. Game 3, it's a different perspective on this series. And Pearly's stuck in the air fryer, or he's on mute. One out of the two.
I didn't realize that. No, it must have been on mute. I didn't put it on mute. Sorry about that. But what I'm saying is, like I keep saying, tomorrow night game is very pivotal. It's going to be very key. And if the Knicks win tomorrow night, I'm going to Super Value to buy me a broom.
Fair enough. Speaking of brooms, any updates from LA?
What do you mean from the Lakerland?
Land.
Nothing yet. Nothing has been said yet. I haven't seen anything.
Cap.
Huh?
I hear they're going to pay the luxury cap.
They'll pay it. That's not a problem.
So let's see where that goes. News
They'll
float.
play it.
Pardon?
They play it. I understand that Mitchell Robinson is somebody the Lakers are looking out at.
That's what I'm hearing as well.
So that should be something interesting.
I'm also hearing old boy from Utah, the center.
Yes. Oh, that's the backup on the Knicks. Did you see that Jalen Brunson's interview prior to game 2 when they talked about his relationship with Kobe, and he's bringing up Mamba mentality. He's bringing up Mamba mentality to the playoffs.
That explains it.
Okay.
That explains it all. And now that you tell me that, I might have to pull for the Knicks.
You need to get in that house to behave. Don't worry about me.
Ah, boy. All right.
But that's a little note too. My girl put up 18 and 17 last night as the Atlanta. You know, I switched it from the Chicago Sky to the Atlanta Dream. I fall an angel wherever she go, I go. You know.
Right.
And they beat the Mystics 109-77 yesterday. The Dream looked good. I think she's been a great addition to them. 18 points and 17 boards.
She has, but they still pushing Caitlin Clark dead hard. But
they can push her hard all they want. That's nothing for them.
But let's look at the standings. Where are your Atlanta Dream? 7-3, number 2 overall.
Yep.
Indiana 5-5.
We're actually we're number 2 to the Minnesota Lynx, who's in the Western Conference. Number 1 we're number 1 in the East. The Dream is 7-3. The New York Liberty with our Bohemian Mama, 7-4. The Fever 5-5. Tempo 5-5. The Mystics 4-5. Sky 4-6. And then over in the West, you got the Lynx who are 9-2. The Aces 7-3. The Wings 7-3. The Valkyries 6-5, and the Fire 6-6. And my Los Angeles Sparks, my second team, is 4-6.
And those Valkyries have been pretty good for an expansion team all the way along.
Yeah, they started out to see the league very good. But if you look at like the Liberty, the Dream has gone 4-1 in the last 5 games. No, at home, they're going what I was looking at. They 7-3 in the last 10 games, which is pretty much other than the Lynx who 9-1. The Lynx had a really good team.
And if you want to play and win with the Island Game on WNBA, they got some great in-game player props that always come out tight that you can make a winning off that alone. They also have the parlays, the single game through multiple team parlays, overs, unders, money lines, and point spreads as well. And teasers. So be sure to check them out simply by logging on to theislandgame.com.
And always bet Angel reach the double-double. Always.
Oh, boy. Okay. With that
That's my girl.
With that being said, let's get to the break. Flip side of the break, we'll continue our conversation with Side into the NFL. Lots to talk about. We'll get caught up with the Dolphins. We'll get caught up with the Cowboys and what's going on around the league. And we got a big question for you. Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? We'll talk about that and more. Plus, Rich Isaacs' final 12 was more likely. All right? And he'll be dealing with the NFL, NBA, and more. So keep it right where you got it. The fully loaded Sunday, June 7th edition of the Press Box continues right after this.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You get Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From From the bike to computer, Island Games. We can make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Boy, why you look so mashed up like clothes at the washer?
No, boy, just a hard day, boy.
Hard day? What happened? The breakfast lady ran out of tuna and gritty.
We need to start joking about everything, you know. This serious, boy. This real serious, boy.
Boy, what's serious? Tell me.
All right, well, today, boss gave us, boy, one big contract. And nobody else get a chance and nobody say nothing.
Boy, you know that ain't right. You know government contracts ain't supposed to go that way.
Yeah, but nobody's saying nothing. Boss man just tell people to sign the papers. Then he send me to meet this boy downtown and collect this envelope.
You need to tell somebody. You need to become a whistleblower.
And he drum all my life in Junkanoo.
No way. A whistleblower is someone who tells people what they see when they see something wrong happening at work.
But I ain't no whistleblower and I ain't no snitch. I still white there, you know.
Boy, ain't nobody can know it's you. All you gotta do is call Crime Stoppers, or you could text them from inside the Crack Crime Bahamas app. They don't ask about you. And your call goes straight through to Miami, so nobody know who you is. And if you text, your message get mixed up like Kong Salad.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new barbecue Rap Star. We're talking a juicy chicken breast filet, fried to golden crisp perfection, covered in sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new barbecue Rap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
We're back at you right here on the Sunday, June 7th edition of the Press Box. All brought to you by the Island Games, Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, KFC, Green Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Harborside Marine. 12:26 p.m. is the time. And Pearlie, we got to talk NFL. First and foremost, what's going on in Dolphin Land?
Hey, nothing much. Malik Willis is looking good. Actually, it's surprising. Not surprising, but the two best looking. Pardon me.
Rewind that. Who's looking good?
Willis.
Malik Willis, right? The quarterback. I told you y'all was concerned, and you said y'all wasn't concerned, and I told you he was gonna be the star. He was gonna be the savior of the Dolphins, right?
You back me up that back. You back up that back because you thought I thinking I called the brother name wrong. You are just gonna say I told you so.
Correct.
All right, no problem. But your guy to be Godfrey Mutold is looking really good.
I told you with the opportunity, and one thing about him, he will suck up to the QB.
They've been working together. For him and Malik Washington also is looking very good. Washington is a surprise one to me. I figured Tolbert would be in the money. So it's looking like
I think Tolbert had to get out of the shadows of CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. That's all he needed.
And he brings that veteran leadership because we're gonna sign our three. We're gonna keep the three drafted wide receivers. But I think Malik Washington and him, I think they'll be the five to be carried.
All right.
So I'm excited about the progress the Dolphins are making. Not getting stupid and thinking we can win anything, but just understanding that they're doing everything the right way right now. You know, it's a slow growth.
That's how I feel about the Cowboys. They're doing everything right in the offseason so far. I can't knock them for anything. Now let's see how it plays out and pans out. They've done their due diligence. The Dolphins have. Let's see if it means anything during the regular season. If it means an extra win or two here or there. Now here's
before you go on, there was one good move that I saw. Our number one pick last year, Severin. We had him at left guard. He didn't look really bad. He was the lowest ranked offensive lineman last year. They moved him to his natural position of right guard now, and he is thriving. He is thriving.
Put him in natural position and let him play.
Yeah, that's what I think that's going to go. That's what's going to happen, right? So he's on the right side of the offensive line. He seems poised for a breakout thanks to the switch, so I'm happy with that.
All right, well, the question of the day is Russell Wilson retired, took up a job, I think, with CBS.
Right where he belongs.
Is he a Hall of Famer, though?
He's borderline. He is borderline.
Well, let's go to this clip from ESPN and see if he's a Hall of Famer or not. You and I will be back to offer our opinion if he's a Hall of Famer or not.
It's a pretty significant dice roll out of New England. And both of those things can be true. Great player. It's a dice roll. Okay? This is a very young football team. A football team that obviously off of last year, great.
Hold on, Mr. Producer. That's a different clip right there. That's Orlovsky. We can get to that in a second. But we're looking for the Russell Wilson clip. Is Russell Wilson a Hall of Famer? All right, here we go.
Stephen A., do you think that Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer?
He absolutely is. A lot of people throw shade on him or what have you. He's not perfect, but damn it, he's a Hall of Famer. You're a Super Bowl champion. You're a 10-time Pro Bowler. You're 41 games in your career, 40 games in your career, over 500. You know, you've been to the playoffs. You've been to 2 Super Bowls. You won 1, okay? And his first 9 seasons in the NFL, because I understand the last 5 seasons have been a bit rough, particularly with the experience in Denver for a couple of years. And then obviously playing for the New York Giants certainly doesn't help anybody, at least at that particular juncture. But in his first 9 years in the NFL, regular season wins, second all-time to Tom Brady. Postseason wins, second all-time to Tom Brady. Super Bowl wins, 2, 1-1 record. Pro Bowl, 8 of his first 9 seasons, Pro Bowler. Touchdown passes, 4th all-time behind Breeze, Brady, and Rodgers. Total yards, 6th all-time. Quarterback rushing yards, second only to Cam Newton. Passer rating, 3rd behind Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees. Game-winning drives, second only to Matthew Stafford. That's what he did. And so to me, when you got a lot of people going at him, again, he might not have handled things right once he departed from Seattle with Denver. But how are you going to ignore the first 10 years of a cat's career? You're going to look at the Super Bowl when Malcolm Butler stepped in front of a receiver and intercepted Russell Wilson's pass. Well, you Pete Carroll and Darrell Bell, what the hell are you doing calling that play at the half-yard line for instead of giving it to beast mode? These are the kind of things that people try to hold against Russell Wilson, and the fact that the Legion of Boom really carried them there. But I remember a Russell Wilson that was a nightmare for opposing defenses week in and week out because of his smarts as a 3rd-round pick and his ability to extend plays. He is a Hall of Famer. Let's stop playing with that, man.
You know,
Stephen A. sold me.
Stephen A. just told me too. I can't run from him stats.
I didn't realize that's his stats were like that too. Yeah,
but I will say that the majority of those stats had to come in the first 10 years, maybe the first 7 years.
First 9, he said. He did say the first 9 years was good.
The back end wasn't pretty at all for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, because he was in a crappy Denver team, but he shouldn't have gone. But that was money. And then he went to the Giants, which was worse.
It was horrible for him.
Yeah, so, but if you come to think of it, and I'm sitting here listening to Stephen A. and thinking about it, I said, you know what? This brother was really good. He was one of the most accurate passers in football. Now, get my vote. If they give me a vote, he'll get my vote.
All right. Well, speaking of voting, they got a Vikings controversy going on in Minnesota. Is it Kyler Murray, the newly acquired, or is it McCarthy, the incumbent? 9.
I don't think it's I think McCarthy made a stupid statement. I got people talking, but everybody knows it's Kyler Murray.
Well, let's go back to ESPN and get that take on it, and you and I will be back to chime in on it. I don't know which way this could go. I think that the mistake McCarthy made was opening his mouth based on that poor season he had last season. Kyler Murray does bring some veteran presence in, and he does have the experience on his side. Now let's see if he can throw the ball to J.J. Jefferson and Addison and so on.
If Minnesota give him better protection than Arizona gave him, he's going to be a stud.
Let's see what's coming out of Vikings land in their QB competition, courtesy of ESPN.
The concern that I've had raised here, Harry, and I'm interested from your perspective as a wide receiver, is that a true some potential to divide a locker room, particularly if there are guys who favor one side or the other, favor one guy over the other. If they see it one way and the coaches and the organization, for whatever reason, see it another way, is that something you'd be concerned about as we move this thing forward?
Most definitely, Greeny. I experienced that, not me personally, but while I was in the receiver room,
as a young guy at the University of Louisville, we had some receivers that wanted Stephon LaFleur as the quarterback. We had some guys who wanted Brian Brohm as the quarterback. But our head coach did a great job of diffusing that, and guys just went out there and played when it was all said and done. But you had that little friction here and there. I think when you look at the Minnesota Vikings, here's what you don't want to happen. You don't want Justin Jefferson to have one of these seasons that he had last year. Yes, he had over 1,000 yards receiving. But at the same time, there's only been 2 years since he's been in the National Football League where he hasn't had 1,400 yards or more. 2023, he only played 10 games, so that stuff happened. Last year, it was the deficiency at the quarterback position. You go through another one of those seasons, and you're talking about your star wide receiver eventually wanting to leave Minnesota. That's what you do not want as an organization.
Wow.
Oh, the clip.
Huh?
I'm ready. I'm here.
I think they're trying nicely to fade away from McCarthy, you know.
He's been a bust. He's been a bust.
I don't want to think they want to outright cut him, but I think they're trying to fade him down the depth chart.
Listen, if he was going to be the number one pick, they would have never gotten Murray. If he's going to be the number one starter, if he's going to be the starter, they would have never gotten Murray to bring that competition there.
It's kind of like Gabriel in Cleveland. I mean, it's said and done. It's Shador and Watson battling for that front number one job in backup. They gave Gabriel 3 reps, not 3 series, but 3 reps. I think to get traded or cut.
I think what they're doing is they bring in Kyler Murray in there. He'll be the starter, hoping McCarthy matures. And if he matures by midseason, he'll slip him in there. If not, Murray will carry the team for the rest of the year. If the old Murray comes out,
he takes the job and holds the job.
If the old Murray comes out, that first 2-3 years Murray in Arizona comes out, oh, they'll be a good team.
All right, we got to wrap.
I know who's going to be my wide receiver one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We got Rich Eisen, taking us home. It wasn't more likely, but before we get to that, and our picks brought to you by the Ad and Game, because we gotta make some picks today.
Did you watch the hockey game last night?
No, I didn't.
That was an awesome game. The Knights went up 4-0. Gave up 3 goals in like 36 seconds in the third quarter. Running all the way down to about 2 minutes left in the game, and gave up the 4th goal to tie up the game and take him into overtime, into double overtime, before they were able to ice him and put him out. But it was like Hans sitting at the edge of the seat, heart in your mouth, trying to figure out what's going on here. It was fun. It was fun. The first quarter and the third quarter. First period and the third period were all great.
Second one was garbage.
Second one was just battling. The overtime was just battling. And then the second overtime got into like 14 minutes left and they scored to end the game. It was good. It was a good game.
A lot of teams need to fill some plug some holes in the offseason. Here's Dan Orlovsky from ESPN on some trades that need to be made and who could end up where. And obviously, some rosters are incomplete right now. So now post-June 1 cuts, here comes either trades or free agent signings. So let's hear what Dan Orlovsky has to say.
It's a pretty significant dice roll out of New England. And both of those things.
What adjustments do you want to see from the Spurs?
All right.
It's a pretty significant dice roll out of New England. And both of those things can be true. Great player. It's a dice roll. Okay? This is a very young football team. A football team that obviously off of last year, great chemistry, Mike Vrabel as the head coach. And so all arrows are pointing up. Bringing AJ disrupt that. It's bringing in a superstar talent, a notable player that has a head coach because of their time in Tennessee. And it's taking a very valuable future asset early on in that draft and sitting there and saying, we're in the now mode. So it's a dice roll. That being said, I do think adding A.J. Brown gives them the deepest line in the whole conference. Their wide receivers are going to be A.J. Brown, Kayshon Boutte, Romeo Doubs, who comes over from Green Bay, Pop Douglas, Matt Collins, Kyle Williams, who was their 3rd-round pick last year as their speedster downfield. Those are 6 guys that are matchup issues each and of themselves. It's old school New England again. always finding the matchup with Josh McDaniels as the offensive coordinator. So it's a dice roll, but this would be the deepest wide receiver group in the AFC with all those players.
It would be a deep group. I don't know if A.J. Brown's a malcontent or if playing with a quarterback that suits him is going to make him happy. So we need to see there, Purdy, how that plays out. You see what?
Disaster.
Yeah, I see it too. I see danger. Will Robinson, danger. All right, let's get to a couple of games today out of the WNBA's Commissioner Cup. You got 2 games today in the NBA's Commissioner Cup. You got the Sky taking on the Tempo. Tempo surprisingly 5-5 for being an expansion team, Pearly.
They're young and they got some heart. Let's put it like that. And they're 3.5-point favorites. I'm going to take the Tempo today. The Sky just since losing Angel Reese, they always had guard. They always had guard problems to begin with. Now without Angel, they're just as bad. So I like the Tempo.
I like the Tempo at home as well in this one. And I like them with the 3.5 points. I think that's a good deal right there. You could also go the money line if you wanted to. And check the score in this one, 175. That's kind of high. This could be an under making right there.
I'll take the under.
Then you got the Fire and the Sparks. Fire 6-6, Sparks 4-6, 7.5-point favorites. The over total is 175.5 in this one, and Portland is the favorite in the money line at plus 245. But obviously, the overall favorite is the Sparks.
They're division rivals, West Coast rivals. I like the Sparks. That's my second team. I like the Sparks. And you know they got that blue-eyed girl on there. Oh, Lord have mercy.
I like the Sparks in the money line, but I like the over in this game.
The over? Okay.
I think some points are going to go up.
We'll see.
And then, if we look at tennis over at Roland Garros, 4th set, Zverev won the first one 6-1. Kobodi won the second one 6-4. Zverev won 6-4 in the third, and it's now 5-5 in the fourth.
Right. That's been interesting. There was 3-1, and now he came back on them.
And don't forget, watch over the next 2. If not next Saturday, the following Saturday, we got the first chance for a Triple Crown winner in the storied Kentucky Derby, Preakness, and Belmont. In the historical Triple Crown, for the first time in decades, we could have a Triple Crown winner.
Yes, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
All right, good stuff, Pearly. Well, for Pearly, and for everybody who chimed in and texted in and called in, and Mr. Producer, Super Producer Chris holding it down, and for our sponsors, The Island Game, Jimmy's Wines and Spirits, KFC, Parrot, Margaritaville PI, and Harborside Marine. It's your boy Naughty, thanking you all for tuning into the Press Box. We'll see you next week on the Press Box. Enjoy your week coming up with all your sports action. And we'll see you throughout the week right here on Talking Heads, man. For Pearly, this Naughty. We'll see you next week on the Press Box. Enjoy your Sunday.
Ciao, ciao.
Struggling to find your financial rhythm? Make that move to Fidelity and let us help you orchestrate your financial goals into perfect harmony with free financial coaching sessions. Make that move today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
KFC has a bold new flavor you'll love. Introducing the all-new Barbecue Rap Star. We're talking a juicy chicken breast filet, fried to golden crisp, sweet and smoky barbecue sauce, topped with cheese, then wrapped in a delicious toasted tortilla with flavor in every bite. Go spicy or keep it original. Either way, it's a star for a reason. The new Barbecue Rap Star is the star of the menu at KFC Nassau. Get yours today at any KFC Nassau location.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the the noise in the market, you getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy, and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first, guaranteed to pay. Island Games, we like them other jokers. We've been here from the start, from the bike to computer. Island Games, we gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
Always on the go? Missed a show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Never say never, but never.
Okay, Christopher, what do you have?
Guys,
over there?
happy Friday. Great to
you.
see you.
You too.
Felly, having a great week, man. Happy donut day, everyone.
I don't know.
We've been talking about this all week. These are the two main thoughts and storylines when it comes to the Myles Garrett trade from Cleveland to Los Angeles. Guys, is it more likely Myles Garrett gets 30 sacks this year or Aaron Donald unretires?
Aaron Donald unretires.
Really?
Yeah. Wow, I didn't. Really?
Because you were very against that.
What are you talking about? I wasn't against that.
No, I
thought you said it wasn't going to happen.
30 sacks wasn't,
When Chris said it for the first time, within 5 minutes of Myles Garrett to the Rams
You know
being
how his
official,
brain works.
I'm like, listen, most guys who are out of the game for this long are done, right? And they also don't want to go back into the grind. But this guy grinds every day himself. And then with each passing day, you hear, including Les Snead on this show on Wednesday, saying that it's real, that he's thinking about it. He thinks that it's entirely possible, but we're going to back off and let him go through his process. But you look at the Rams depth chart, it's not like it's Myles Garrett and a bunch of slappies. Braden Fisk, Byron Young, Kobe Turner. Okay? Like, those are just some of the names up front.
Yeah.
He's not going to get every sack for the team. So
he's going to get single.
I understand. Let's just say the Rams go crazy and get 60 sacks, right? 70 sacks.
Who led the league last year?
He's going to get half of them? No, I think it's entirely possible that at some point around Thanksgiving, the
Broncos had 68.
Okay, you know what I mean? Like, he's not going to get half of them.
Why not?
Because it's not likely. What's more likely is that Aaron Donald around Thanksgiving will go, What else you got over there, Chris?
Thinking about this, guys. Last year, breaking news, Seahawks, Patriots, Super Bowl. You know what those two teams had in common? Neither made the playoffs in 2024.
Okay.
Is it more likely that either the Seahawks or the Patriots get back to the Super Bowl this year, or a team that missed the playoffs in 2025 makes the big game here?
I'll go miss the playoffs in 2025 makes it. Absolutely. Certainly when there's one Mahomes who I personally eyeballed at the Big Slick over the weekend coming back. And that's a team that missed the playoffs. Okay? So that's one of the teams that missed the playoffs. The Bengals.
Correct.
Okay? The
Correct.
Ravens missed the playoffs.
Correct.
Right? Okay? Just for starters. The Jets missed the playoffs. I just wanted to say those words.
Cowboys missed the playoffs.
Well, Raiders too. Cowboys missed the playoffs. You know what I mean? Lions missed the playoffs. There's enough out there. There's enough material out there.
But is it likely?
It's likely that what team that missed the play more than the fact that we're going to get a repeat customer. What else you got over there?
Fair. The other big move this week, A.J. Brown. Our long national nightmare is over. To the Patriots. Guys, more likely Eagles wide receiver to have more yards and touchdowns this year. The old one, A.J. Brown. Or the current one, Devontae Smith.
Eagles wide receiver to have more yards and touchdowns.
Great photo select.
I'll go Eagles wide receiver. Former one. I'll go A.J. Brown in New England. Him and Drake May, man.
It's going to be nice.
Listen, Jalen Hurts throwing a deep ball to A.J. Brown. We've seen it work.
Yeah,
okay? Drake May throwing a deep ball. Kurt Warner came on this program last year. And again, Kurt's a sunny disposition guy, right? Everybody knows Kurt Warner.
Yeah, sure.
What a warm and fuzzy. But that guy throws around compliments about quarterbacks like manhole covers. And he said Drake May's deep ball was akin to a handoff. So, I'll go with that one. Chris. I'll go with A.J. Brown. Because I have no idea what the Eagles' offense is going to look like.
No idea.
Other than the fact that it's an every other year thing. So, what else you got, Chris?
A couple of wideouts got Piz aid this week. Wide receiver who got paid this week to have a bigger 2026. Drake London, Christian Watson.
Drake.
Christian Watson has put up some numbers.
I know, but he can't stay healthy. He can't stay healthy. And I don't like putting that into the ether, but it's just
Drake London.
Speaking the truth. I will go Drake London. I'm excited to see what this Falcons offense looks like with Stefanski dialing it up, man. This is real. It could be spectacular.
Tua throwing deep ball?
I might not even be Tua.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I'd be surprised.
But Tua back where he made his first great deep throw of his life in that stadium.
Ain't that the truth?
Tua, by the way, the aforementioned Devontae Smith of this segment.
It was.
So I'll go Drake London just because of the fact, and I wish Christian Watson the best because not technically, Green Bay has a more decorated, veteran, proven quarterback than what Atlanta is putting out on the field.
No doubt about that.
Jordan Love here and the other Atlanta quarterbacks here. But in terms of health and in terms of production, it's the other way around here with Drake London. What else you got, Chris?
How about this one, guys? You saw news of Russell Wilson officially hangs him up. Had a nice video on social media about that. Ready for his new career at CBS. Quarterback that retired this year to make the Hall of Fame first. Russell Wilson or Phillip Rivers?
I'll go Phillip. I'd go Phillip. With all due respect to our colleague Stephen A. Smith, who says Russell is a Hall of Famer. Russell had a Hall of Fame beginning of his career. The last few years, I think he's going to stick in the mind's eye of a lot of voters, and it's going to be a difficult haul for a guy who did win one, and Phillip didn't. I understand that. But if I had to guess, what's more likely? I would go with Phillip over Russ.
Neither guy first ballot, though, right?
No.
Yeah.
If Eli's not.
That was kind of my pushback to
come on
to some people who were saying Russ was.
You keep pushing.
Russ was a lot.
Keep pushing back.
I will. All right.
Your middle name is Pushback.
I really like. It's Alan, but thank you.
Okay.
I really like these last few guys. How about this one? Blockbuster LA trade more likely to yield more championships. Mookie Betts or Luka and Myles Garrett combined.
Nice one. How many does Mookie have already? 19?
Well, if you count the 2020 Mickey Mouser,
It's not a Mickey Mouser. Stop saying that stuff. I am not an asterisk guy. Everybody had to deal with the COVID issues.
Here in LA. One with Boston do not. Obviously doesn't count there.
Oh, I'll go Mookie. He's already up 3-0.
He's up 3-0.
He's got a 3-ring lead.
They spotted him.
And I know the Diamondbacks took care of the Dodgers, but I don't think it matters. The Dodgers are poised again. So I'll go Mookie.
What do you put the over-under at for Luka, Myles Garrett combined? Half?
Oh, man. Oh, not half. Not half. I'd put it at 1.5. And I'd take the over. I think there's going to be 2. maybe one each, or if not two for the Rams. I don't know. I would go that. Is this where we would put the John Henry photograph up or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm not feeling.
wondering.
I'm feeling okay right now.
Okay. What else you got over there?
Even keeled. More likely to be the higher 2026 win total. 2026 win total.
Yeah.
Knicks in the postseason.
All right. They currently have
13.
13, right? 13.
Rams regular season.
So this is, again, why I started this segment saying you're putting me in positions I don't like to be put in, because you know I would like to see the Knicks get 16, and you know that you and my son Cooper accuse me of being a passionate Rams fan, and this would now be saying there is no 17-0
I'm a Rams
season for them.
season ticket holder.
I am just going to say it is so difficult, and you know. There are teams across the NFL between now and the beginning of the season will say, everybody think like there will be 31 nobody believes in us cards played in the National Football League by 31 head coaches if they're not already being played right now. Right? Didn't we see that from Dan Campbell when asked about the Myles Garrett trade? He's like, it's already over.
It's already over. Give it
he even said that as an aside. So I will go Knicks playoff wins, even if the Knicks only get 15 of them. How dare you? How dare you?
You think we need one more?
Oh, my God.
All right, we'll get one more.
Thank you.
I didn't even know this. How about this one, guys? Today is the 17th anniversary of the Hangover release. Hangover release. 2000s movie that made you laugh hardest in theater. The Hangover or Wedding Crashers were a month out from my wedding in Las Vegas.
Did you say 2020s?
I meant 2000s movie. 2000.
Trying to figure out what this is. I just remember in the theaters watching The Hangover and laughing and laughing and laughing.
It's so funny.
And then comes the final reveal of the credits. One of the greatest buttons to any movie ever. So I will do that. Even though Wedding Crashers is great. Okay, I get it.
I say Wedding Crashers.
Meatloaf, I get the whole thing.
Hangover.
And I don't mean
surprise,
Meatloaf, the entertainer.
Ma.
Right. Okay. Will Ferrell. Spoiler alert. Not that I don't know it's a spoiler, but just I'm going The Hangover.
I think I'm going Hangover too. Beginning to end laughs, and like you said, the final credits. Wedding Crashers, I think like the first 2/3 is funny, and it just kind of tails off.
All right.
Yeah, but that dinner table scene, people helping people, that was the funniest thing.
I know. Do I say motorboat?
I was going to do it if you didn't.
Right.
But you also knew that was going to be funny. Hangover came out of nowhere.
That's true, too. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.